And right now, police do have a name as they press for answers in a deadly mystery. A young woman found dead in an East Boston garage. She was just 19 years old. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Reid Lamberty.
And I'm Shayna Seymour. Now, having that idea sends this investigation into a new phase. Julie McDonald is live in East Boston with our top story.
Rescue in the surf. Tonight, the pilot of this small plane is recovering after crashing in the waters off of Westerly, Rhode Island. It was indeed a frightening scene on this stunning beach day. Witnesses quickly springing into action. Against the backdrop of perfect blue skies, beachgoers witnessed an aerial catastrophe.
He just kept getting lower and lower. Then all of a sudden, his left wing tipped into the water.
A small plane skidded along the water just offshore of Weekapaug Beach in Westerly, Rhode Island.
I heard the plane, and it sounded like it was right behind us, and it was.
The single-engine prop plane crashed about 50 feet from shore in about 25 feet of water. Its pilot seen getting out of the cockpit safely before sitting on top of his sinking plane. Lifeguards quickly swimming out.
We asked him if there was anyone else in the plane, and he confirmed he was just one.
Lifeguards helped put the pilot onto a surfboard, safely pulling him to shore. Rhode Island State Police say he suffered only minor injuries. The pilot has been identified as Alexander Perkalski, a 62-year-old who was flying from Long Island, New York to Taunton when his plane started losing power. As frightening as it was, witnesses say it could have been far worse.
If he had gone down on the beach, it would have taken out people. He was so close to where people were.
And both the MTSB and FAA will examine that airplane once it's been removed from the ocean. Trouble in the waters off of Martha's Vineyard today, and it was caught on camera. Here it is. Take a look. A recreational fishing boat bursting into flames off the coast of Menamsha. All 7 people on board were safely taken ashore. The Coast Guard did respond to the call, but the harbor master was able to get there first, taking everyone in. No word yet on what may have sparked that fire. Also in Peabody, State Police continue to investigate this rollover crash that happened in the southbound lanes of 128. One male victim was taken to Mass General with serious injuries. The exit at Lowell Street had been closed as police reconstructed the crash, but it has since reopened. In the meantime, Donald Trump wrapped up a day of full campaign rallies. The Republican presumptive nominee spoke in both Las Vegas and in Phoenix today. Trump hit all the same points in both speeches, focusing today on, quote, crooked Hillary, as well as immigration. In Las Vegas, he responded to fellow Republicans who are hoping to thwart him from becoming the party's nominee.
And now you have a couple of guys that were badly defeated, and they're trying to organize maybe like a little bit of a delegate revolt. And the Republican National Committee, they put out a statement, you can't do it. It's not legal. You can't do it. You're not allowed to do it.
Trump also questioned who the GOP would put in his place. He continued saying it would be helpful if those Republicans would actually rally around him. Overseas, anti-terror raids in Belgium resulted in the arrest of several people. 40 people were detained for questioning. 12 of them were arrested during this overnight raid. Belgian police have now charged 3 men with terror-related crimes. The federal prosecutor's office says a major investigation pointed to the likelihood of violent attacks in the near future. No arms or explosives were found, but prosecutors say evidence made immediate intervention necessary.
Early next week,
a new approach could significantly lower your risk of developing type 2 diabetes. The small diet changes that could give you big results. A Westwood teenager becoming an inspiration for her lacrosse team as she makes a courageous recovery from a devastating injury. It's the first time we've heard from Maddie Walter since she fell off a cliff last year.
Our Sean Chiabat spoke to Maddie and her mom today.
Out to California, where crews there are battling a massive wildfire. Tonight, they caught a break. So-called sundowner winds that can blow over 40 miles an hour did not materialize, and that helped get about 45% of the fire contained, despite scorching temperatures above 100 degrees. A state of emergency remains in effect in Santa Barbara County, with hundreds of homes there in danger. The fire so far has burned more than 7,500 acres, and we certainly are not seeing temperatures that warm. However, we are seeing warmer temperatures, especially since it was a really nice week about 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago, AJ, in the 70s.
Yeah, it was great all week if you didn't need the rainfall. Reid and Shayna, to you.
AJ, thank you so much.
Take it.
We will take it. Finding Dory off to a very fast start at the box office, and there's a real effort to make this experience more inclusive.
Coming up, how movie theaters are helping the visually impaired find Dory. We'll be right back. Well, the first family is on a weekend getaway to celebrate Father's Day.
President Obama and family are staying at Yosemite National Park in California. Family spent the night in a cabin in the park. The president stuck to his usual routine, waking up early to get a gym session in before speaking. The weekend escape doubled as a chance to encourage more people to appreciate visiting our nation's parks.
It's a park that captures the wonder of the world, that changes you by being here. There's something sacred about this place.
National Park Services celebrating its centennial in August.
All right. Big sports day on Father's Day tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be celebrating Father's Day with brunch and then work.
As will I. I don't think we're having brunch
similar.
together. Do we? We brunch together?
You're invited, though. But then the Red Sox play an afternoon game. I know a lot of people going to the game, actually, and they played well today. Maybe they'll play well tomorrow and finish with another dance.
We should do something like that.
That's how we finish every show.
By Jackie Bradley.
That's sports.
It will be. Bob, thank you so much.
Exciting. Exciting. And a beautiful day to all the daddies out there tomorrow.
Yeah, it's
all
going to
the
be great. You're heading to the beach. You're staying, in the backyard. It's going to be great. We'll have sea breezes at the coastline. That'll keep things a shade cooler. But inland areas may work their way into the mid-80s, even some upper 80s. Humidity gradually comes back by Tuesday. A few showers and storms, but those go by pretty quick, and then we're back to more dry weather.
Sounds great.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining us tonight. The Sunday Eye Opener starts at 5 a.m.
Good night.
Next on News Center 5.
Angry bees inside a car go on the attack. A woman stung.
And it may be no accident.
A young teen drowns in this Saugus pond.
Why neighbors say it's a tragedy they've been trying to prevent.
Sunny to start the work week, but big changes ahead, timing the threat for storms and the cool down that follows.
A fishing boat erupts in flames. The daring move from the people on board that may have saved their lives.
News Center 5 in 2 minutes.
WCVB News Center 5 at 11 starts right now.
Breaking news tonight, a Revere man is charged with what police are calling a hate crime on Revere Beach. Gianpaolo Serentani accused of attacking a group of young African Americans and Hispanics with a hammer. State police say the 24-year-old got into a fight with that group.
He then started shouting racial slurs while swinging that hammer. An 18-year-old was hit but not seriously hurt. Serentani will be arraigned tomorrow. Tragedy in Saugus this Father's Day. A teenager drowns at a Saugus pond.
Yeah, the boy has been identified as a 13-year-old. News Center 5's Julie McDonald live in Saugus tonight. And Julie, we've learned that swimming is not allowed there. And right now an investigation is underway after this 7-alarm inferno broke out in Rochester, New Hampshire. Flames erupted inside the Fagan's restaurant at about 2:30 this afternoon. They quickly engulfed 2 more buildings, including a firearms store. The owner of that gun shop says he has 500 guns in stock as well as ammunition.
We're thankful that no one was hurt. The building is secure. None of the firearms have walked off. ATF is on site. We had notified them immediately.
It's heartbreaking. And these are 2 thriving businesses, and I hope they can overcome and come back.
No one else was hurt, and everyone inside the buildings did get out safely. The owner of the gun shop says he will rebuild. From that live shot to a much more quiet scene here at the Boston skyline. We enjoyed an absolutely fantastic, beautiful Sunday. Father's Day on tap for everyone. Danielle joining us now, and humidity returns for the start of our work week.
Yes, that's correct, Reid. Unfortunately,
Thousands gathering tonight in Orlando to mark 1 week since the Orlando nightclub massacre. The vigil was held in honor of the 49 people killed. In the meantime, ABC's Lindsay Janis tells us new information in this case will be released in just a matter of hours. A Hollywood star's bizarre death, and it's how his friends found him that's raising even more questions. Take a look at this video. 2 people on board this boat alive tonight, thanks to their desperate move that may have saved them. They were in the water, clinging to a line attached to that boat when rescuers arrived. Flames destroyed that 30-foot lobster boat off the coast of Portsmouth, New Hampshire today. The people on board are expected to be okay, but it is unclear what caused that fire.
Thursday.
Tracking some sad news out of Hollywood tonight. Star Trek actor Anton Yelchin has died in a freak accident. Yelchin, who is best known for playing Chekhov in the new Star Trek films, was killed by his own car as it rolled down his driveway this morning. Police say the car pinned the 27-year-old against a brick mailbox pillar and a security fence at his Studio City home. Friends found him after he didn't show up for work this morning. It's unclear still why Yelchin got out of his car. I'll show you this. Boston police out in the community today to celebrate Father's Day with a Unity Walk. It's the first year for the event held in Roxbury. Boston Housing was also involved in planning that event. Commissioner Bill Evans, Chief Gross right there out to walk with those crowds. And of course, it is almost over, but happy Father's Day to all those fathers out there.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you very much.
Lovely weather for anything you might want to do.
Wonderful weather
today.
and great weather tomorrow if you happen to have the day off at the beginning of the work week, Danielle.
Oh, I do. I'm just saying, Reid Rendella, yes, it is going to be a nice warm day again tomorrow.
Thanks, Bob. And Danielle's just ahead with a final look at your forecast.
We're coming right back.
I just love that voice, you know, and I love your voice, and we're not going to have it after
happy
today.
for you, Danielle. You're getting married on Friday.
I am.
Congratulations.
Yes, I'm excited about that. Big life
But
change.
this is it for Danielle. She said goodbye this morning, but this is her last newscast as she will be taking a chief meteorologist job in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yes.
We will miss you.
I will miss you. I will miss you all. It's been great. I've been up since like 2 a.m. this morning. I'm having a great time. You know?
You're having a great time.
It is, you know. And
one last look at the 7-day then.
Yeah, we got to give you your weather because here's what's going on. Tomorrow, summer officially begins. It will be dry. It will be sunny. I know Bob's going golfing, right?
Yeah, you bet 12 hours tomorrow.
There you go. I like that. I'm going to go lay out somewhere. All right, and then chances for showers and thunderstorms early on Tuesday. Looks like they will linger into early afternoon and then wind on down, but dry and cool by the end of the week.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank
Get some
you.
sleep. And the eye opener starts at 4:30 a.m.
Sports Center 5OT next.
Right.
Nearly swindled out of a big chunk of cash.
He's preying on the right people.
The scam targeting homes and what to watch for so you're not next. And starting off with that breaking news from Hyde Park tonight, where a warehouse fire forced neighborhood evacuations. That fire went to 5 alarms. Good to have you with us tonight. I'm Reid Lamberty.
And I'm Karen Anderson.
Tonight, Boston Bruins legend Ray Bourque facing drunk driving charges. It's a story you saw first here on 5. He was involved in a collision last night in a construction zone, and our Julie McDonald joins us live in Andover now with where it happened. Julie?
Random killing.
As we head outside, another beautiful Saturday night here. Warm, clear, just plain delightful. We really, however, could use some rain. Mike Wonkum here with a quick look at our forecast. Hi, Mike.
Yeah, no rain tonight. Look at that radar. Those coming up in a few moments. Reid?
Mike, we'll see you then. Thank you. Right now, a state trooper hurt in a crash on 93 in Boston is out of the hospital. That trooper and 4 other people were hurt in the crash near the Mass Ave exit early this morning. State police say a speeding car hit the cruiser as it was pulled over with its lights on. The cruiser then slammed into a Mass DOT truck in front of it, then spun across 4 lanes of traffic. State police say the driver of the Honda Accord that started the crash will face charges. Right now, Marathon talks to avoid a nurses' strike at Brigham and Women's Hospital continue. More than 12 hours of negotiations today. 3,300 nurses are ready to strike on Monday if a new contract agreement cannot be reached. The hospital is set to bring in fill-in nurses if there is a strike, and it will operate at a reduced capacity. Whitey Bulger's belongings going on the auction block. Tens of thousands of dollars raised for the families of the victims. News Center 5's Nicole Estefan reports dozens of bidders showed up to make their bids and cart away their tarnished treasures.
Risk.
The aftermath of the Brexit vote continues to be felt around the world. Some members of the European Union want Great Britain to leave the organization sooner rather than later. As Lama Hassan tells us, the shockwaves are both political and financial.
News Center 5.
Nearly swindled out of a big chunk of cash.
He's preying on the right people.
The scam targeting homes and what to watch for so you're not next.
And a scam targeting renters trying to dupe you out of your cash.
News Center 5's Julie McDonald reports from Norwood, where she spoke with someone who nearly became a victim.
Expected to take weeks.
Here on the East Coast, deadly floods continue to inundate several West Virginia communities. At least 24 people dead tonight, dozens more still missing. Thousands of homes and businesses remain without power. And a world-class golf course is now flooded beyond repair, forcing the cancellation of next month's PGA stop. FEMA has sent in teams to help, but it could take days before authorities know the true extent of the damage. So with everything happening across the country, count our blessings that we have absolutely really picture-perfect weather here.
We are so lucky, Mike. And if you like today, what can we expect tomorrow?
Rinse and repeat. I mean, it's going to be the exact same thing tomorrow. Maybe at Reid.
All right, Mike, thank you so much. Coming up next, Boston strong and Orlando strong.
They're united by tragedy. Boston Marathon bombing survivors in Orlando to help nightclub massacre survivors.
Today, Boston Strong turned into Orlando Strong.
8 Boston Marathon bombing survivors visited Orlando, showing their support for the victims there. Now, the Boston bombing survivors felt meeting with Orlando victims was a way to pay it forward. Now, Celeste and Sydney Corcoran made the trip with their service dogs. You can see them here where they visited Framingham native Angel Cologne, who was shot 5 times. Celeste says it's always helpful to talk with someone who's been in a similar situation.
All right, good for them down there. Of course, so many stories that they've shared up here, and what they went through can certainly be talked about down there.
That's terrific. We're going to move to sports coming up next, though, and the Red Sox are still playing, but we're going to take a look at a lot of soccer. 35, that's it for this night.
All right, Bob, thank you so much. Quick look at the weather, Mike.
Beautiful day again tomorrow. Sunshine, low humidity, just a great day. And then as we head towards the week, it looks like Monday's humid, Tuesday's thunderstorms, but probably not late into the day. And then on Wednesday, also that rain kind of carrying through into the morning hours.
All right.
Much
Appreciate tomorrow.
Yes, yes, indeed.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. The Eye Opener starts at 5.
Breaking news all night long at WCDW.com. Good night.
Charges.
The bloody battle at California's state capitol. The violent clash leaving 7 people stabbed.
And right now, DCF is investigating after a little boy was found all alone at a Boston playground. Good to have you with us tonight. I'm Reid Lamberty.
And I'm Rondella Richardson. The boy spent last night in DCF custody, and police didn't learn who his family was until a plea for help this afternoon. News Center 5's Julie McDonald is live at the Mattapan Playground.
New tonight, we are hearing from Bruins legend Ray Bourque following his arrest on drunk driving charges. Andover police say he rear-ended a minivan in a construction zone on Friday. In a statement, he says, quote, "I am happy that no one was hurt in the accident. I thank everyone who has reached out in support of my family and me." Bourque will be in court on Tuesday.
Center 5.
Well, the sun has finally set over Boston. What a fun it was. A fantastic, fantastic summer weekend. Warm, dry, sunny skies. A great night out there. 69 degrees here in Needham. But we got some changes coming for this week, including the dew points are going up.
That's it.
And we got some rain coming in.
Which is good news, you know. I mean, but what a spectacular weekend that we had. I mean, it took a while for Boston's temperature to finally get up there above 80, but we did this afternoon, and now things are going to be changing just a little bit. Let me show you what was going on today. Check out the
5.
Tonight, a Worcester man is recovering from a gunshot wound to the head, shot during a mugging early this morning. Worcester police say the victim was at his car on Water Street when a suspected gunman came up behind him. That man pulled out a handgun, demanded the other man's wallet, then shot him when he handed that wallet over. Police now asking anyone with information to give them a call. Commitment 2016 news tonight, and 2 new polls are giving Hillary Clinton an edge in the general election. But Donald Trump is on the defensive, tweeting that some of the numbers just don't add up.
I'm not just asking to be your president, I'm asking to be your partner.
Hillary Clinton speaking to the U.S. Conference of Mayors in Indianapolis, touching on a number of hot-button political issues, including gun control, in the wake of the shooting at Pulse nightclub in Orlando.
We can respect the Second Amendment and make common sense reforms.
Earlier in the day, Clinton was marching in the Pride Parade in New York, just as new polls show her marching ahead in the campaign. The latest ABC News Washington Post poll of registered voters puts Clinton 12 points ahead of Donald Trump. Trump is responding on Twitter. The @ABC poll sample is heavy on Democrats, very dishonest. Why would they do that? Other polls, good. One of those other polls by NBC Wall Street Journal shows a smaller margin, but Clinton still beats Trump 46% to 41%. The troubles for Trump go deeper. Some in the GOP establishment won't say whether they think he's qualified to be president. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell appearing on ABC's This Week with George Stephanopoulos.
I didn't hear you say whether you thought he was qualified.
Look, that'll be up to the American people to decide. You know, he won the Republican nomination fair and square.
Trump is taking the weekend off the campaign trail following a tour of his golf courses in Scotland Friday and Saturday.
And Hillary Clinton will be campaigning tomorrow in the battleground state of Ohio with Elizabeth Warren. The Massachusetts senator is reportedly on Clinton's short list of possible VP candidates.
Next on News Center 5.
A frightening ride at a theme park. A speeding roller coaster derails and crashes. The injuries to several people, including kids.
5 at 11.
A roller coaster crash sends 8 kids, 2 adults to the hospital in Scotland. Police say 5 cars detached from the ride's main structure hitting the ground. The roller coaster is called the Tsunami, can travel up to 40 miles an hour according to the theme park's website. That park is closed until further notice, and of course an investigation is underway.
And misconception.
Back here at home, a huge turnout tonight in Worcester to support the family of Ron Tarantino, the Auburn police officer shot and killed last month during a traffic stop. News Center 5's Sean Chayabut explains how it's helping the officer's family.
Toll could rise.
And down in West Virginia, people there are surveying the damage from flooding over the past several days. Furniture, lumber, trees piled up at dump sites. People are now preparing for more rain, with more than 24 counties under a flash flood watch for tomorrow. 16 people have died total in this flooding.
Such severe situations.
Severe situation out there. Of course, down in West Virginia here, we're polar opposite. We can count our blessings. Well, we are going to have some changes in the forecast, Mike.
Yeah, and we're actually hoping for some rain.
Sports is next. The Red Sox have wrapped up in Texas.
Yeah, Boston slumping. Pretty much all phases of the game. Bob Halloran walking tall. Highlights next.
Thanks, Bob. Next, a milestone for a group that welcomes soldiers back to America.
Plus, Mike's final look at your forecast. Recognizing a milestone today for the people who are some of the first to welcome home U.S. troops.
The Peace Greeters in New Hampshire met their 1,000th flight earlier this week. Governor Maggie Hassan was on hand to recognize the accomplishment and declared today Peace Greeters Day. Over the years, the group has grown from a few dozen people to hundreds. Those who've been on the receiving end of the welcome are grateful.
Words can't describe the gratitude I have for the Peace Greeters. I mean, just coming off the plane and seeing this mass amount of people saying welcome home, it's incredible.
The chairman of the Greeters estimates they've welcomed 280,000 servicemen and women home.
Welcome home,
well done.
Indeed, and thank you for your service.
Exactly.
All right, and they're coming home to some great weather, Mike.
Yeah, and a little bit muggy tomorrow. That's the only thing. But it's, you know, it is summer. I mean, we should be complaining about the heat and humidity at some point. So we'll do that tomorrow. And then on Tuesday, we'll all say, some nice rain coming across the area. So watch out for some showers and thunderstorms, cooler, drier weather by Thursday and Friday. And right now, the 4th of July weekend, a little unsettled, but I think most of the activity may be on Saturday. And we should be good as we head towards the 4th.
Okay.
Looking forward to it. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike. The eye-opener starts at 4:30 a.m.
But stay tuned right now. Sports Center 5 OT with Bob Halloran is coming up next. Have a great night. We'll see you back here next weekend.
Good night.